In the bustling heart of a digital battlefield, a self-proclaimed monarch paraded. He moved with the arrogance of a giant and the tone of a lion's roar, yet his stage was a mere screen, his power confined to fleeting words. This is the story of the paper tiger and the boo frequency, a tale of illusion and fear woven into the fabric of our everyday exchanges online. Here he sat, the so-called king of the keyboard warriors, immersed in the performance of dominance. Yet, behind the glow of his monitor, he sought not real conquest, but a refuge from the shadows of genuine confrontation. The observer saw through the facade. Unlike those entranced by the bluster, they peered into the void behind the mask. What they found was not a warrior, but a child, a figure of cowering naivete, shrouded in pretense and borrowed phrases of prowess. His bravado was a thin veil, his threats mere echoes of a hollow chime. This was a man who had never felt the sting of real combat, a fragile entity, dressed in the armor of intimidation, yet fundamentally untested. The paper-thin illusion persisted until one afternoon when the observer acted. As the paper tiger prepared to strike with his digital armor of intimidation, the observer stood unmoved. Then, at the height of his theatrical performance, they leaned in and with deliberate calmness uttered one simple word: "Boo!" The effect was instantaneous, as startlingly genuine as a splash of cold water. The once formidable figure flinched, a visible jerk of fear that shattered his stone facade. In that moment, the crafted image of dominance crumbled, revealing the vulnerable truth beneath, the child terrified of authenticity. With this revelation came a laughter, a sound so deep and rich it echoed the absurdity of the grand masquerade. The charade unraveled. His once commanding rhetoric was laid bare, exposed as nothing more than baseless posturing. The comedy was clear in the desperation of his attempts to fabricate a leadership out of air. The laughter chased away illusions, leaving only the naked man, bereft of his digital armor, exposed by the simplicity of a whispered truth. What can we learn from the paper tiger's fall, this comedy of exposure? A mask may intimidate those who see only its surface, but to those who perceive its depth, it becomes mere folly. As we navigate today's digital arenas, we must ask, how often do these self-made titans lead us into fictitious battles? And more importantly, are we attuned to the moment when our own quiet boo might remind them of their humanity?